So let's do a really quick recap of the tune-in process, the incredibly simple tune-in process that takes us up a curve that moves us from react to reset and then to finally respond. The first step, remember, is react. I'm actually saying I want you, when you go react, is to notice what your reaction is without judging your reaction. The second step of the process is to reset. That's where you get to observe your reality and understand where you really are. And the third and final stage is to respond. And that is where you actually truly get to own your journey. Now, to complete the process, what we need to do at each of these three different stages is ask ourselves some questions and come up with the answers. So what I'm just going to share with you is the 10 simple questions that we can ask to move us from react to respond so that we fully own our journey. Within react, the question I'd like you to ask is, what am I feeling? Now notice I said, what am I feeling? Not how am I feeling? If you ask yourself the question, how are you feeling? You will go into an emotional response and start brain processing what that is. If you go, what am I feeling? You actually give yourself permission to sense what you are feeling within your system. What is the reaction that is happening within you? The second question is, what am I thinking? Then you start to notice the thoughts that actually the reaction have created within you. And the third question that we get to ask is, what does that make me want to do? I'm not saying you should do it, but what does it make you want to do? This is where avoidance and procrastination, or a whole bunch of other processes where you go from a reaction to a mental construct, understanding what's happening in your body, can be the thing that stops you from doing the things that you know you need to do because you want to do something else. Stage number 2 is in reset, and the 3 questions for reset is going, what mindset am I coming from? By observing my reality, what mindset am I coming from? The second question is, what mindset approach, process or map am I using? Am I being constrained? Am I being cautious? Am I being calculated? Or am I being curious? And the third question is, how is my energy? When we step up into the respond section, where we get to own our journey, there's 4 questions here, which is, what mindset am I going to adopt? That is where you become in the point of choice. Am I going to come from a self mindset, a leadership mindset, or a performance mindset? What do I need to believe to be true? What do I need to believe in order for me to take action? That leads to the next question, is, what behaviors am I going to choose? What behaviors am I going to adopt? And the final question is, how do I want to be? And how am I going to be as I respond? It's such an important process to get us to understand how we move from reaction to resetting to responding. Because when we respond fully aware of everything that's going through our system, we really get to a position where we can choose to lead ourselves, lead others, and lead the way.